Crypto inches closer to mainstream as US banking regulations comes close to using less volatile digital coins. Cryptocurrencies have been hidden in the back pages of most people's playbooks during the last decade. A study by Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology titled Cybercriminal Minds, an investigative study of cryptocurrency abuses in the dark web revealed they were seen as a way of paying for dodgy drug deals, porn sites, or arms sales on the dark web. Nathaniel of New York Times published an article titled "Bitcoin Has Lost Steam. But Criminals Still Love It" that supported this. He said that the amount of cryptocurrency spent on so-called dark net markets, where stolen credit card information and a wide array of illegal drugs can be purchased with Bitcoin, rose 60% to reach a new high of $601 million in the last 3 months of 2019. Institutions and private investors shunned them for a long time. The spike in Bitcoin, leading to its $20,000 moment in 2017, went some way towards changing attitudes and legitimizing cryptocurrencies. Many of those who invested in the initial crypto boom either didn't or couldn't sell up, so they are just sitting on their current gains, with a minority not even aware that Bitcoin has been on its uppers recently. In this piece, we will look at what has changed, why it's changed, and what is likely to happen going forward. What catapulted Bitcoin? What's happened to Bitcoin to make the prices shoot up again in the way it has? In a word, acceptance. Bitcoin has become the Google of cryptocurrencies. Back when the web began, search engines were created. Archie, AlibWeb, WebCrawler, AltaVista, Yahoo, and hundreds of others eventually fell by the wayside when they were superseded by Google. Google did the job of finding information more effective. The same thing is happening within the crypto space. The front-runners, the big four Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and Litecoin, are vying for position as the vanguard of digital currencies. According to Forbes, institutional acceptance of cryptocurrencies seems to have gained momentum after Mark Zuckerberg's Libra project was announced. With Facebook and its followers numbering billions, it presented Zuckerberg with an ideal audience to experiment with. Libra was seen as the acceptable face of crypto going forward. As with any cryptocurrency, the biggest challenge is developing the applications and the degree of user adoption. Mark Zuckerberg is credited with being the guy who brought social networking into the mainstream. It is thought that he, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and other high-profile mega-influencers will, ultimately, be the ones who bring cryptocurrency in from the dark. Social media and cryptocurrencies are from the same family. Before Facebook, the most popular social network was MySpace, which focused on music and entertainment and reached a much younger audience than Facebook. Even after being sold to News Corp for $580 million, MySpace just couldn't grow past this initial audience. Because of Zuckerberg's vision of expanding the audience base, Facebook ended up with 2.3 billion people worldwide on its platform. Crypto faces the same issues, getting beyond the initial audience who understand it, use it, and want to bring it into more areas of their lives. Cryptocurrencies have attracted some of the smartest minds in the world, not just in terms of the infrastructure and development, but the sales and marketing of an abstract concept to the point of mass adoption. Outfits like Binance, led by CZ, a cult figure in cryptocurrency circles, have explored media like Twitter to engage with users and cemented Binance as a service working for the future of Bitcoin and crypto generally. The Winklevoss twins, who worked with Mark Zuckerberg at Harvard in the early days of Facebook's development, are also key players in promoting cryptocurrencies. They founded Gemini Bitcoin and Cryptocurrency Exchange in San Francisco and have built up a vast reserve of Bitcoin and altcoins along the way. Validation from a traditional financial institution. But by far, the biggest driver of Bitcoin's acceptance as a significant player came recently with Visa, the credit card company, announcing plans to help banks roll out Bitcoin and cryptocurrency buying and trading services with Visa crypto software. The program, which is set to launch later this year, will be a major inroad into traditional banking. First Boulevard is rolling out the API, Application Programming Interface, a Kansas-based, Black-focused, digital bank. This software will enable Visa Bank clients to integrate Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies with their existing accounts. Anchorage, a Bitcoin and crypto custodian, even beat Visa by becoming the first U.S. national digital asset bank. It was approved a federal trust charter from the U.S. Office of the Comptrollers of the Currency. The plan is for Anchorage to hold Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies on behalf of Visa's clients. This will be the first time that a major U.S. bank will be able to allow self-custody and withdrawal facilities for their customers to use with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Another indication of how far traditional finance companies have adopted cryptocurrencies is with PayPal. One of the primary drivers of the latest Bitcoin price bull run was when PayPal announced plans to let its 346 million users buy and spend Bitcoin and other major cryptos last year. The fine print. There was a sting in the tail, though, once in their accounts, PayPal revealed that they wouldn't let users transfer their cryptocurrency into or out of PayPal. In a further twist, they also decided that the users would have no control over their private keys, the long string of numbers and letters which allow holders to move their digital assets from one place to another. This is the kind of behavior that is so detrimental to crypto's future. Enter crypto's superhero. Oddly, Elon Musk, who founded PayPal, has just invested, on behalf of Tesla, another of his companies, $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. Tesla will also start accepting Bitcoin to pay for its products and services. This makes Tesla the first automaker to allow cryptos as a payment method and opens the path to the competition to follow their lead. In a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the company said it bought the Bitcoin for more flexibility to diversify further and maximize returns on our cash. With Musk pushing up the price of Bitcoin with each tweet he puts out, it can only be a question of time before his visionary approach to how the financial world is shifting will become the norm. Acceptance of crypto will then be seen as a typical, everyday transaction rather than something exotic and rare. As more companies jump on board and allow Bitcoin transactions to take place, the fears and uncertainties of using cryptocurrencies will fall away. This transactional confidence will also be enhanced as the blockchain, too, makes inroads into traditional data storage and access. With the ability to have a permanent record of every transaction and a verifiable conclusion to any contract or agreement set up between businesses or organizations, blockchain applications like Ethereum will also become the norm. Take-up of these technologies is not dependent on the price the coins can be exchanged for. This is just a byproduct which is being used by speculators to sell the coins themselves. The real test for all cryptocurrencies will be their acceptance into mainstream usage.